There's something truly magnetic about uncovering hidden treasures that have quietly passed through the hands of collectors for decades. Today's story begins with a coin that might seem unassuming at first glance, a 1995 US One Dime, but its allure lies in the surprising details that have captivated collectors for years. This isn't about a coin that simply spent its life in circulation, it's about one that carries a history of subtle errors, intriguing design choices, and a market story that continues to evolve with each discovery. The 1995 Roosevelt Dime, part of a lineage that honors a president known for his resilience and visionary leadership, carries a heritage that goes far beyond its metal content. Designed originally in the 1940s to commemorate Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy, this coin has maintained its familiar profile, but the 1995 issue holds a twist that has sparked conversations among numismatists. During that year, mints around the country produced millions of these dimes, but as fate would have it, a small percentage emerged with what many would later call a quirk of fate, a double die error that altered the fine details of Roosevelt's features and the surrounding inscriptions in a way that, while subtle, creates a distinctive rarity. Collecting this dime is like holding a piece of modern numismatic mystery in your hand. Its historical background is rich with the story of an era transitioning into a new chapter of American coinage. The early 90s saw a renewed interest in commemorative designs and a push to blend traditional imagery with modern minting technology. In 1995, as the mint sought to balance production speed with detail, the occasional misstrike occurred, a phenomenon that, while rare, turned an otherwise standard coin into a prized collectible. What makes this error so fascinating is not just the technical lapse but the way it inadvertently encapsulated the spirit of innovation mixed with imperfection, reminding us that even in precision processes, beauty can emerge from small, unexpected deviations. When you hold a 1995 dime with this unique error, the first thing you notice is the enhanced clarity of Roosevelt's profile. The double die error tends to accentuate details that are normally so subtle, such as the delicate lines of his hair and the crisp contours of his face. On the reverse, where the torch, oak branch, and olive branch are meticulously arranged, these elements might appear slightly offset or with a shadow effect that adds depth, a nuance that many collectors describe as the coin's secret signature. This signature is what transforms a routine piece of currency into a collectible artifact, steeped in the narrative of American minting history. The story of this coin is further enriched by its market journey. In the realm of rare coins, condition is king. For the 1995 dime, coins that have remained in pristine, mint state condition are in a category of their own. Auction records reveal that specimens in near-perfect condition can command prices that far exceed their face value. There have been instances where a flawless 1995 dime with the double die error has fetched bids in the high hundreds, occasionally breaking into the low thousands of dollars at specialized auctions. It's not just about the error, it's about the entire life story of the coin, from its production quirks to its survival over time in a condition that collectors find irresistible. One of the most captivating anecdotes about the 1995 dime involves a seasoned collector who stumbled upon a misstruck specimen while sorting through a long-forgotten box of coins. This collector, known in certain circles for an eye that misses nothing, immediately recognized that something was different about the coin. The double die error, though only noticeable upon close inspection, was enough to set the coin apart from the millions of others in circulation. After consulting with fellow experts and verifying the error through meticulous comparison with standard issues, this coin was eventually featured in a prominent auction where it sparked a bidding war among experts and collectors alike. Stories like these underscore the unpredictable and often serendipitous nature of coin collecting, a reminder that sometimes, a routine find can turn into an unexpected gem with an extraordinary story beyond the obvious rarity brought about by the error. The 1995 dime's allure also comes from its subtle design variations that can indicate its mint origin. Variations in the shadowing and even minor differences in the die strike can help collectors pinpoint which mint produced a particular specimen. This adds an extra layer of intrigue for those who appreciate the technical aspects of coin production. It's not uncommon for experts to engage in lively discussions about the differences between coins from different mints in that year, debating the merits of one over the other based purely on minute variations that might otherwise go unnoticed by the untrained eye. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in its valuation. For those who have held a circulated 1995 dime, the history etched into its surface tells a different story compared to one that has been preserved in mint state. Circulated coins, while still valuable for their era, usually fetch a lower price at auction due to wear and the inevitable patina of time. However, even a circulated coin with the double die error can attract considerable interest from collectors who are passionate about the rarity of the error rather than pristine condition alone. On the other hand, a mint state specimen, free from the signs of handling and natural wear, allows every detail of the error to shine through, often leading to a dramatic premium in its market value. This dynamic creates a vibrant market where condition-based value variations are as much a part of the coin story as the error itself. The 1995 dime stands as a testament to the fact that even in a world of mass production, individual coins can emerge with stories that defy the ordinary. Its journey from the mint to the collector's display case is a narrative interwoven with moments of unexpected artistry, technical anomalies, and the ever-present passion of those who seek out the exceptional in everyday objects. Each coin is a tangible piece of history, capturing a moment when a slight misalignment became an emblem of rarity, a detail that transforms a common piece of metal into an object of desire for those who appreciate the intricacies of coin production. Collectors are not only drawn to the technical errors and the beauty they reveal but also to the human element behind each coin. There's a shared sense of camaraderie among those who have witnessed firsthand the thrill of finding such a rare specimen, a moment that validates years of collecting and research. This sense of community, built on shared discoveries and passionate debates over die errors and mint marks, enriches the experience of owning a coin like the 1995 dime. It's more than just a financial investment, it's an ongoing conversation with history and a celebration of the imperfections that make these artifacts so uniquely valuable. In recounting the tale of the 1995 dime, one can't help but feel a surge of excitement at the thought of what might be hidden in one's own collection. There's always the possibility that a seemingly ordinary coin might harbor an extraordinary secret, a subtle error or variation that could, one day, make it the centerpiece of a cherished collection. For many experienced collectors, this is the thrill of the chase, the pursuit of a rare find that redefines what they know about a familiar object. In the end, the 1995 U.S. One dime is much more than a piece of metal, it's a narrative, an artful expression of a moment in time, and a coveted prize in the world of rare coins. Its journey through the hands of collectors, its transformation from a routine coin to a sought-after collectible, and its ability to spark conversations about errors and variations all contribute to its enduring appeal. Whether you've spent years curating your collection or you're simply fascinated by the hidden stories in everyday objects, this coin offers a glimpse into a world where history and chance meet, creating treasures that last a lifetime. There's a quiet thrill in knowing that every coin holds its own chapter of history, and the 1980 U.S. One dime is no exception. Stepping into the story of this coin, we find ourselves in an era where American minting was embracing modern techniques while still cherishing long-standing traditions. The 1980 dime emerged at a time when the U.S. Mint was refining its processes to balance efficiency and artistry, and this particular year holds its own subtle surprises that have caught the eye of seasoned collectors. The historical context of the 1980 dime is intertwined with the legacy of the Roosevelt Dime series, a design that has been a mainstay in American currency for decades. In 1980, the design retained the familiar visage of President Roosevelt, a tribute to his enduring impact on the nation, but the Mint was experimenting with new production methods. These innovations sometimes led to minor deviations in the details of the coin, which in turn have sparked interest among collectors. Unlike the more overt errors seen in some issues, the 1980 dime often reveals its quirks only upon careful inspection. The delicate interplay between the finely struck portrait and the subtle relief on the reverse is a reminder that even the most routine coins can hold layers of complexity beneath their surface. As you hold a 1980 dime in your hand, you might notice the crispness of its design, a product of improved minting technology that was just beginning to take center stage. This coin's journey starts in a bustling mint, where cutting-edge machinery was paired with the meticulous skills of engravers who had honed their craft over generations. There's an elegance in how the details of Roosevelt's profile were rendered with a precision that, while consistent with decades past, carried a modern clarity. What makes the 1980 dime truly captivating for collectors, however, are the subtle variations that occasionally occur in its production, variations that can transform an ordinary coin into a rare collectible treasure. One of the aspects that collectors appreciate most about the 1980 dime is the interplay of light and shadow on its surface. Some specimens show a slightly enhanced depth in the lines of Roosevelt's features, a nuance that arises from minor misalignments during the striking process. These variations, although not as dramatic as the double die error seen in other issues, still create a distinct character. The reverse of the coin, featuring the torch, oak branch, and olive branch, sometimes exhibits a slightly off-kilter arrangement, lending an almost artistic quality to what might otherwise be dismissed as a common piece of currency. This blend of precision and imperfection is exactly what turns the 1980 dime into a topic of lively conversation among collectors. Over the years, the market value of the 1980 dime has shown an interesting trend. Coins in exceptionally fine condition, those that have been preserved in pristine mint state, often command a premium that reflects both their rarity and the allure of their subtle production quirks. Auction houses have noted that while the majority of 1980 dimes circulate without incident, the few specimens that reveal these small anomalies are sought after by those who understand the delicate balance of modern minting history. There have been instances where collectors have seen bids climb steadily as experts and enthusiasts alike recognized the intrinsic value of a coin that, through a slight deviation in its strike, tells a story of innovation and the human element behind the machines. One story that resonates in the coin collecting community involves an avid numismatist who had been scouring estate sales for overlooked treasures. While sifting through a collection thought to be purely of circulated currency, this collector found a 1980 dime that, at first glance, looked entirely ordinary. However, upon closer inspection, a faint but unmistakable detail caught the eye: a slight shift in the positioning of the olive branch on the reverse. This discovery, while not earth-shattering on its own, was enough to ignite a fervor among experts who confirmed that even such a minor misstrike could elevate the coin's desirability. In subsequent auctions, this very coin became a symbol of how a momentary lapse in production could result in something extraordinary, reinforcing the idea that every coin holds the potential for a unique story. Beyond its technical nuances, the 1980 dime also offers a glimpse into the evolving aesthetics of coin design during that period. The late 70s and early 80s were times of transition, with the U.S. Mint aiming to modernize its output while still staying true to the classic images that had become iconic. The 1980 issue reflects this balance perfectly. It preserves the familiar design elements that have been admired for generations while integrating a level of modern craftsmanship that appeals to contemporary sensibilities. This duality is precisely why experienced collectors find the coin so engaging. It stands as a testament to the evolution of minting techniques and the enduring legacy of American iconography. Another facet of the 1980 dime that excites collectors is the variation in value based on its condition. For coins that have been well protected in mint state, the clarity and sharpness of every detail, from the fine strokes of Roosevelt's hair to the meticulous rendering of the torch on the reverse, are preserved, making them highly prized in the market. In contrast, a circulated coin, though still carrying the inherent charm of its production year, tends to show the gentle wear of time. This wear, while it can sometimes add a patina that speaks to a coin's journey, generally results in a lower market value compared to its uncirculated counterparts. Collectors are acutely aware of these differences, and many are willing to invest considerably in a coin that has managed to retain its original luster over decades. What truly makes the 1980 dime a subject of passionate discussion, however, is not just its historical and technical merits, but the communal aspect of collecting it. There's a shared excitement among enthusiasts when they uncover even the smallest irregularity, a minor offset here, a subtle shadow there, that sets one coin apart from another. In coin clubs and online forums, debates often flare up about whether a particular deviation is significant enough to push a coin into the realm of rare. These discussions are not merely academic, they're a celebration of the meticulous care and deep appreciation collectors have for the art of coin production. It's a reminder that every coin, regardless of its age, can surprise you with the hidden stories etched into its very design. As we reflect on the 1980 dime, it's impossible not to be captivated by the blend of modern innovation and timeless tradition. This coin, emerging from a period of technological transition, encapsulates the spirit of its time, a moment when the U.S. Mint was exploring new possibilities while still cherishing the legacy of its past. For those who have dedicated years to studying and collecting these coins, the 1980 dime represents not just a piece of currency, but a tangible piece of history. It's a silent storyteller, whispering tales of meticulous craftsmanship, unexpected errors, and the subtle interplay of light and metal. In the end, the story of the 1980 U.S. One Dime is a testament to the idea that even the most familiar objects can harbor hidden depths. It challenges us to look a little closer, to seek out the nuances that transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. For anyone who appreciates the art of collecting and the intricate dance of history and innovation, this coin is a shining example of how time, technology, and a touch of chance can combine to create something truly remarkable.